Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Territorialio. Today we are spawning in here in North Africa, playing against 73 players on this free-for-all. We see already that we need to pull out the Turkish flag. Okay, that is not the Turkish flag, that is the Tunisian flag. Basically was using that in a different game earlier. And I think this Eden guy, I think he will attack anything that moves. I think he will even attack us. And he might not be able to see these type of flags, so we got to be very cautious. And I think we might even, we're actually going to take him out just because of how basically ineffective that is. So yeah, that is not how you play Territorialio. That is not how you play Territorialio. We'll even throw up the Tunisia flag. Not that that makes any sense. So in terms of prospects, I think that was a good amount of land that we had cleared, and we're gonna try to clear up as many other bots as we can. Ideally, it would have been better if someone else took out that dude, but I don't think there was gonna be someone who did that. So in terms of kind of next steps, we see Mud Crab here, and Mud Crab, right, so I am actually going to throw up like the UN flag. I don't think there's a NATO flag, so we need to stop that boat. Basically hope that Mud Crab basically goes for Diddy up here. And NATO, player 9, yeah. So things are not looking too great in terms of our start just because of this. And let's send in that boat right there. And I think we should basically go in for an attack on Diddy because we can't just sit here. I think we are going to have to hope that effectively NATO is going to go for one of these other players that is a little bit lower in troop count. In terms of P. Diddy, oh, they're like way up there. So I think I really need to punish this now, but I have to kind of contend with the balancing act. And NATO is going another way, so that's good for me. And I'm gonna do one more bite out of Diddy here, late cycle send. And NATO is looking like they're kind of self-destructing. So that's good. And we got this Flash Gordon guy who's helping us out. All right, so just looking at this, we are a little bit ahead now compared to where we were. So P. Diddy, we're kind of on par with them. And I think we're gonna just kind of wait on this player 9 person just because we don't have as effective of a border on them. And essentially, like, if I attack them, they'll probably just full send me and that will just power up FaZe Brian Smith. So I think I might just kind of continue with my same strategy. We might actually go for a little bit of prospects, just thinking. I think though, it probably, instead of kind of using that tax on that boat, I think I'm just gonna go for Diddy here. I think there's a big risk of full send, and I'm gonna have to kind of slowly work this down. I'm basically gonna hope in the Maghreb that there's just a lot of gridlock, and that effectively I can kind of push down some of this other stuff here. And Diddy is going this other way, and we are going this way. Okay. So we're gonna ally here, and this guy actually gave us like a huge help right here with this full send. And I think we're going to have to go into the Cyrano just because of how many troops he has. Let's actually look at that. We're actually pretty similar, and we can probably use this alliance that we've got with FaZe Brian Smith. We're sorry, man. You are just too vulnerable and you'll probably run away with the game. I think Diddy is probably going to try to backstab us, but given how Cyrano has this low density, I think we do need to take advantage of it at this point in time. And it's looking like it's to the point where this is the type of time this guy would boat full send me. So I'm going to try to prevent that. And it looks like we got a full send up here with Ayaz and such. And that is so weird about it. We're going to let this guy live. This guy deserves to stay in our game because of basically them helping us out. I can't betray them. I definitely can't betray them. So let's go up here. And this type of dynamic, we might, because of like Ayaz's name, we're gonna run Turkey flag. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, FaZe Brian Smith, if this ever sees YouTube, thank you. So at this point in time, we are in really pretty much a position where there are a lot of threats around us. And I think I'm going to clean up my backyard. I know player 9 was nice. They weren't the person like Save Brian Smith who basically empowered us this game. But at this point, I think I'm going to clean up backyard first. So we get full send. And we're probably going to use a little bit of a chain. And we're going to then go for, I think we're going to go for this person. Still just thinking. So we did not use that chain super effectively. I'm just trying to think who makes the most sense. I'm gonna go this way. I'm not sure it is the best decision, all things considered. I'm just trying to think about like what would be the most practical. And for some reason, I just don't like the idea of bordering Nicholas Naj. I don't think this was the best choice, but we're going to keep on going this way. We're going to bank on Turkey flag basically carrying us. And yeah, you can see that was really, really not good. So we're going to go in here and we're going to go through with chain attack and basically try to push down here. And maybe we're going to bank on this decision that essentially our Turkey flag will protect us. But honestly, this is probably going to have to be an irrational game from Ayaz here. And is Ayaz helping us? That is so weird. So that might actually show you the power of the Turkey flag. I don't even have Arabic letters in my name anymore. Yeah, Ayaz is helping us for some reason. It's probably because of the Turkey flag. So, you know, this is why you often see me using Turkey flag in games, because it's really, really effective. So outside of this, Ayaz is a really good buffer state for effectively this Nicholas Naj. And I don't think my decision earlier was that good going for them. Maybe I should have gone for Ayaz, but it looks like it kind of is working out in some regards. Oh, so Ayaz has decided to change his mind. So maybe Ayaz is kind of okay. So I'm gonna wait for that boat, and then I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna do an attack, and then I'm gonna ally. Because Ayaz is boating, I think that that's like basically something that it might work out for me. And there's other people kind of like fighting their own world games around here. I'm not sure about that decision from Nicholas Naj. Maybe it makes sense, like he's trying to clean up his own. Maybe he thinks he has enough time. But how I think about this, I think this guy is going to kind of just sit here. And oh, there was a full send there. So part of the challenge that I have is I think I'm going to go into this person. And maybe I can rely on, like, even if I get full send, that Caucasus will get most of it. And then we're gonna see. So we actually have the vast majority of the map. So things are already looking good. And I think we can carry this game. We could even switch it up to the Georgia flags if we can find it. All right, so it looks like Ayaz is now basically pivoting and going for us. And we're going to shift back to going for him just because we want to take down as many people as we can before we get this other border. So one thing that you should know in Territorialio is that essentially boats are not as efficient as just attacks. There is a bigger cost on boats, and they also degrade a bit over time. I think we should just have enough troops. That's kind of my take on the situation, and we're going to go straight into him and basically try to wrap this up. So we get hit back, and we see probably a mess up from player 962. And just at these kind of end games, how you generally want to play them. Azasi Terry did a really good video where he talks about basically what you're doing in these type of positions. So given there's full send, we're not going to push back against that. We're just going to go for the other dude right here. He might actually get crowned, but part of the issue is that he does not have enough troops, I don't think. So I don't think he has enough troops to basically carry this game. And he actually doesn't even have enough land. So basically that is game. We're just going to push him down, and then we're going to jump on to our next game. All right, for our second game, we are playing a 284-player contest here on peak hours. We have a large number of plans in this game. It's not super stacked, but it's stacked, and we're going to run Australia for this game because, like I've said, it's kind of my mantra, only stupid people play Australia. So that's what I'm gonna do. Only stupid people and tried it. Okay, that's not great. And I guess Magico, that's interesting. So we might not have as good of an opportunity here just because Magico is right next to us and he's gonna be making good decisions. Magico is a very good player. And just looking at dynamics here, so part of my logic is I think I can probably get Papua New Guinea. Hopefully I get it over this other guy right here. And that France dude is not looking super smart up there. So let's just run France flag just for fun. And Magico has a much better pocket than me, but hopefully my prospects will pay dividends just with some of these attacks right here. So we're gonna go straight into France. We need to try to do this a little bit early, is kind of my take, just to try to get enough troops to carry this. So we've gotten through. Magico has a huge edge on us right now, but there are some other options that they have. If I was him, I might even consider going for me at this point in time. In terms of overall kind of cap, not sure where they're at. But yeah, this potentially was a really bad choice just because of how low density I'm getting and how much Magico has. But maybe it's gonna pay off. Sometimes stuff like this does end up paying off. And these people are basically just fighting each other. And I think we're gonna go right here, basically take some of this. Oh no, we had our attack stop, and let's keep on going right there. So that's good. Someone really needs to take this Australia guy. So it looks like Corgi is getting that. And I think we're also going to try to boat that player right there in Indonesia, I believe, because I think that's the most logical option. In terms of dynamics, we see our team is already doing really well at this point. We're gonna put our boat right here just for right now, because I am kind of concerned about Majiko and my overall like lack of density. We do have supremacy here, just kidding, I'm gonna go for that, because 2K is too good to be true. So yeah, we're gonna go right here. Right, so Majiko is targeting us, and that is making sense. And we're probably gonna see if this CZ person can help us out. And we should probably also be kind of preparing for next stages of the game, is kind of my take at this point in time. And we see this 275 dude. I'm not sure who this is either. We might actually send a boat up here just because of how good that prospect looks. And I think we're gonna go for Majiko right now. So we're putting that boat up there, and we see this here. And I think we have Albania gonna give up. So that could be really, really good for us. We're gonna dodge that boat. I actually don't think they can sustain it. And we're gonna go right in here and basically see what we can get, because we're gonna try to get this back line here. We really do not want to border the Dalai Lama, but I'm just thinking if it is worth it. Ooh, so Albania left, and we're going to come really close to the Dalai Lama, and we're going to stop this right here. We're going to stop this right here. So Majiko is still attacking us, and that is all right. We're going to go for the options that we have. Not sure who this is. And I think we might open up that border with the Dalai Lama. I think it should be all right for the most part. And this guy is trying to Osmanli us down. That's okay. We're gonna take out this right here. We're gonna do this right here. And Majiko unfortunately opened up a little bit of a corridor and cannot do border management at this point in time. So good try from Majiko. And we're gonna see what we can do in this contest, because it's actually not over. So we have a lot of black domination in Africa. I don't know how much of this we're going to get. We really wanna be friends with this, this Mad Toronto person, just because of how many troops they have at this point in time. And let's see who this is. Message to Carthage. Carthage, right. I just am hoping that Toronto doesn't go for us at this point in time. And we're gonna see what we can do. I don't think we want to piss them off just because they look kind of dangerous. And I think we also are potentially going to send some boats up here. It's a little bit of a tough position. And yeah, so we're going to see what we can do. We might actually have to fight this. So that is really good that we are getting some donations. And unfortunately, I just don't think we have enough in that area. So we might just have to sack it. That's kind of my take at this point in time. But we do see that this Corgi person up here is coming up and is heading forward, so that maybe we can get some basically tag team action going on. And we're gonna send this Dalai Lama a love sign. Let's keep doing that. So we have our Corgi player moving in, and that is good. And we're gonna keep on pushing. And this is actually great teamwork. So this is really good that we are working together. That's how contests really have to be. You gotta work together with people to have a shot. Okay, so we actually do see full send from Mad Toronto, and I think this probably means we do have to betray the Dalai Lama. I just don't see like kind of a world where we can kind of let them just like continue to live. And it looks like Milch is actually not responding to this attack, and that is good on our front. So we're actually gonna cut off them, and I think we're going to have to go in for Dalai Lama. We're sorry about it. We are sorry about this, but that is contest. Contests are very much cutthroat. We can also see that there is a red crown on the other side of the map. So this is also really good from these players right here, that they are doing well and that they are helping us out. So we're gonna keep on pushing this. I think the Dalai Lama has like a lot of troops stuck in that attack. So this is good for us, this is good. And I think the Corgi player should be getting some of this. Right, so we have crowd in this, what? How do we have crowd? That is like preposterous. So we're sorry, Dalai Lama, we're very sorry about that. So at this point in time, I think we're gonna go for this yellow player. We're definitely not gonna go for Titan, just cause of the whole threat from black. And I already can see some of this like dynamic shaping up. So this is good, and I think we might need to go straight in for effectively this guy right here. And we're gonna push this, and we're gonna stop there, and we're gonna hit cold just because we know how dangerous cold is. I don't think the OG people have been liking me as much recently, so we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see. We actually have this awesome border from this player in yellow right here that is helping us basically contain certain parts of the map. So who is this Verde Empire? Verde Empire is sitting in 9th place with 20K. So the thing I know in these type of games, I know Cold will make the right decision. The pirate dude here probably will not, and he is attacking me and pushing back. We're gonna keep on pushing. We're probably even getting fed a little bit at this point in time, and we're getting told by the Corgi player, let's see who that is, Aga, or you have proposed a truce there, so that's looking good. And we actually see that maybe we should start thinking about pivoting to kind of some other areas of the map. So people are kind of infighting at this point in time. So this is actually looking really good. We actually got to be competent and kind of shape up so that we have a good outcome from this game. So people here really needed to be coordinating more. And so at this point, we do see the pirate guy is going down. We might have to go for them just because of overall map dynamics. And it looks like we've cleaned up most of the players. So we're sorry, pirate guy. This is what happens in contests, man. Contests are tough like this because they're really cutthroat. It's possible to be nicer in other games, but this is worth a lot of points. So it looks like we got full send from Pirate Dude. Sorry, man. We are sorry. We're sorry. We got to do it for the win. We got to do it for the win. In terms of overall things, we see this kind of red dude here, but I think the issue is we just have too much. We have too many troops on our side of the map. Thank you so much to all the people who helped. Corgi player 745, you're so good. CZ, thank you so much. Man, you all basically saved this game by collaborating and attacking together. Okay, so we're just trying to continue and just kind of boat over here. You know, I'm sorry. I don't know if I want to let this guy live because effectively I get way more points if I take them out. And I don't think this is my biggest win. I think this might be close. So what is this person saying? Oh, they're wanting like 2nd place or something like that. So, not totally sure about that. Let's actually just take out this. So, let's do a giant boat right there. And yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I kind of want the points here. So, I think you're going to have to say goodbye. All right. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. We'll stop the attack. Oh, we didn't stop the attack soon enough. So, that's 333. That's actually pretty good. That's a decent contest. So, thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned to more.